Hey guys, so it's actually been quite a long time since my last setup video, which is not what this is. This is more of a behind the scenes, how I do my things, kind of a cool video. And I thought that'd be really interesting to share, a behind the scenes kind of look. I think it'd be really interesting, and I hope you guys find it interesting too. So we'll get right into it. Ba-ding. So we'll start off with my main kind of area where I do my thing. So right here we have my PC, like my beautiful little PC I built myself. It's kind of a Frankenstein PC, but I like it. It does what it needs to do. And here's my microphone. So this is a Mayono AO something 4. It's like a Amazon microphone I found. It sounds pretty good, I would say. And this is just kind of a boom arm that kind of sits here, and I pull it up, and usually it sits right there when I record my videos. Sometimes I want it closer for voiceovers and things. It really does depend. That's why the boom arm comes in a lot of handy. So here's my keyboard. Pretty sure my keyboard and mouse are the same as last time. Just a Corsair keyboard and a Corsair mouse. This is not an in-depth setup tour. This is more of just a behind the scenes kind of video. So here we have my desktop. This is everything here. All the games, everything, OBS, everything needed here. This is another important thing, is this lamp. So whenever I am to record a video, I sit right here in my chair, or when I'm streaming, and I prop this up to face, usually around my face, just turn it on, and boom, lighting. And it works well for what it needs to do, but it is kind of hard on my face, as you can see just from that, and hard on kind of only one side of my face, which creates quite the uneven lighting look. So that's why there's a ring light coming in the mail, to help even that out and have more than just one single light. So a 2-light setup should be pretty good. Here's my headphones, headset, sorry, and it's on my headset stand right here. This is just for when I'm recording. Sometimes I use a headset microphone, not really, but it's more of a headphone kind of thing. Just a headphone stand. Here's my beautiful little webcam that I use for all my videos, just a C920, very, very popular webcam. That's about the basics of my setup kind of area. But I think what you guys want to see is the behind the scenes kind of look. So let's jump right into the behind the scenes. For behind the scenes, this is how I usually start my YouTube videos. So I sit down in this chair, obviously, as we all do, and this is kind of my perspective. So I use Streamlabs OBS because I find it a lot more convenient than regular OBS. Maybe a little bit more buggy, but to me it's a lot more simple and convenient. And this will just load up in a second here. So here is you guys. Hello. Looks odd with the lighting setup right now and stuff. It's still being worked on. Here it is, full face cam. This is what I usually use when I record when I'm streaming. This is my more of a streaming kind of view for me. I got like the little messages down here, and then when I'm recording a video, I go into full face cam, and then I turn off the view for like the stuff down there, and that way it's just like a clean camera. And I say, hey guys, welcome to the video. I got a couple things on my microphone filters. I got a couple filters on it. I got a color grading filter over my webcam to make it look a little better. I got limiter, noise gate, and gain on there, just so it sounds a little better and cleaner. As you can see, this is I just kind of sit here with my mic, do my thing, record the intro, and then we got to get into the good stuff. So what I do then is I go into the game, and I say, okay, this is kind of my gaming setup. I got my little webcam border here and everything. Play the games, nothing too exciting, nothing too crazy. And this is usually like the easy part. Recording the game, saying my intro and stuff, that's the easy part. The hard part is, after I record this, I go into Google Drive. I then upload my MP4 video from this recording into Google Drive, put it onto my phone, use iMovie, edit it up in iMovie like I'm editing this video on. And then I upload it directly to YouTube. And I create the thumbnail in an app called Pixar, which I'll show you my thumbnail creating process right now. I start off here by adding a crop to my white background here to 16:9. This is kind of a YouTube thumbnail aspect ratio, which is quite helpful for the YouTube thumbnails. I add a photo, go into camera, and then this is the part where I take a photo of myself as kind of the thumbnail face. I then take a photo here, and once I find one that looks good, I add it right into the project here. it usually just works right in. I go to cut, I cut person, and usually I cut the person. And if it has a little bit of imperfections, for example, the glasses here kind of shows the behind of the wall. I just kind of erase that, make sure that any imperfections are gone. And I make sure that everything is looking as good as it possibly should. I cut it. There I am right in there. I expand myself usually. I bring myself in and I add a little shadow effect, which looks really nice to me. And sometimes, let's say that this, for example, my arm's kind of cut off, so I shrink myself or bring myself down a little further to make it look a little more natural. And sometimes after this, I do a little bit of adjusting. So what adjusting is, I kind of turn up the brightness maybe a little bit, the contrast, change up the way the photo itself looks, just to make it look slightly as good as it should. This is a very important step for me. I make sure that this looks good. And once for example, I can turn up the shadows for a more dramatic look, highlights, I fix those up to be good. I then add some text, which, for example, I'll be saying, how about behind the scenes, just behind the scenes with an exclamation point at the end of it. And I usually add that in, rotate it a little bit, put it in the corner in a place where it's easy to read and good to see. And I use a little font called Luckiest Guy. And this font is usually the font I use for a lot of my recent thumbnails, at least. It's a very good font for me. I add a little border around it, maybe expand the border a little bit. And then I also add a shadow effect to the text as well to add some depth to it, make it look nicer. And yeah, that's about it for my thumbnail process. Once I do that, I usually go into YouTube Studio and upload the thumbnail onto there. And kaboom, I've got a thumbnail, I got a video, everything's edited in, I upload it, and you guys see it, as you will be seeing this video right now. At the end, sometimes I add some finishing touches like an outro, which I will probably be adding. And just like this outro, because I'll see you guys in the next video. I really hope you guys found this one interesting. I know I sure did, sharing it, thought it was pretty interesting. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Bumping. Euro 感情をかき消す Ray